What if I told you, there is no center of the universe, no cosmic bullseye we can point to, no middle spot where it all began, and yet, everything is expanding, everywhere, all at once. It's one of the strangest, most counterintuitive truths in science, and today we're going to unravel it. Let's start with the mental picture most people have, the Big Bang as a giant explosion, flinging galaxies into empty space. You might imagine a firework in the night sky, sparks shooting out from a single point. In that picture, there is a center, right where the explosion happened. But here's the thing, that mental image is completely wrong. The Big Bang wasn't an explosion in space, it was an expansion of space, and that's a critical difference. Imagine you're baking a loaf of raisin bread. The raisins are the galaxies, and the dough is space itself. As the bread rises, the raisins move farther apart, not because they're flying through the dough, but because the dough between them is stretching. In this analogy, where's the center of the expansion? Nowhere inside the loaf, the dough rises everywhere. Every raisin sees every other raisin moving away. And no matter which raisin you're on, you could say, I'm at the center. That's exactly how the universe works. Astronomers have observed that no matter where you look, distant galaxies are moving away from us. And get this, the farther away they are, the faster they're receding. This discovery, first made by Edwin Hubble in 1929, is actually one of the pillars of modern cosmology. But here's the catch. If you were standing on one of those faraway galaxies, you'd see us moving away too. From their perspective, they're the center. And, from the perspective of a galaxy on the other side of the cosmos, they're the center. How can everyone be the center? The answer is, because space is expanding uniformly in all directions. There's no preferred spot. So, to really grasp this, let's think about the observable universe, the bubble of space we can actually see, which is about 46 billion light-years in every direction. But you know, that's not the whole universe. It's just the part that's had time for light to reach us since the Big Bang. Outside that bubble, space continues, maybe forever. When we look out into deep space, we're also looking back in time. And at the very edge of what we can see, we find the cosmic microwave background. It's this faint glow of radiation left over from the moment the universe became transparent, about 380,000 years after the Big Bang. From our point of view, that glow surrounds us in every direction, almost like we're in the center of a giant sphere. But here's the mind-bending twist. If you were standing on a distant galaxy billions of light-years away, they would also see the same glow surrounding them. It's not that we're at the middle of everything, it's that the universe looks the same from every vantage point. Now, let's talk about the expansion part. People often picture galaxies moving through space, but that's not quite right. Instead, the fabric of space itself is stretching. On the largest scales, galaxies aren't speeding through space like cars on a highway. They're more like passengers on an escalator that's constantly lengthening. And that's why there's no edge to the universe either. If space is stretching everywhere, then every point is getting farther from every other point. There's no outer boundary, no wall you could hit if you traveled far enough. Here's another analogy. Picture the surface of an inflating balloon. The surface represents space and tiny dots on it are galaxies. As the balloon inflates, the dots move apart. But the center of the balloon's expansion isn't on the surface at all, Wardy. It's in a higher dimension, inside the balloon itself. From the perspective of the dots, there is no center on their surface. In our case, we don't live on the surface of a balloon, and the higher dimension may be just mathematics, but the principle is the same. So why does this matter? Why should we care that the universe has no center? Because it changes how we see ourselves. We're not living at some privileged point in space, we're not the cosmic main character. Instead, we're part of an ongoing story, one that's happening everywhere at once, across distances so vast, they really defy comprehension. And it gets even stranger. The expansion of the universe isn't slowing down, in fact it's speeding up, driven by a mysterious force we call dark energy. That means that over time, more and more galaxies will slip beyond our observable horizon. Billions of years from now, the night sky will look emptier. Civilizations in the far future may never know there were other galaxies at all. But for now, we live in a moment where the cosmos is still visible in all its grandeur. A moment where we can look out and see that the universe expands everywhere, without a center, without an edge, and honestly, without an end we can truly imagine. In the end, the question, where is the center of the universe, has a simple answer: everywhere. And maybe that's the most humbling and the most beautiful truth of all.